Joshua Usyk. Uh, what's your thoughts on this fight?
Well, I think it's gonna be a good fight. I'm not as familiar with Usyk that I am with Joshua. Um, but Usyk is a. I've seen him a lot. I've seen him a lot when he was an amateur, and I've seen some of his pro fights. I haven't seen a lot of them, but look, he can give Joshua trouble. You know, I don't know how hard he punches at heavyweight, but if he can get in some punches, he has a good shot. But Joshua depends on his power, and Usyk seemed to take a good shot at cruiserweight, but I don't know about the heavyweights. So it's a. I think the you have to say Joshua probably the favorite to win, and it's probably rightfully so. But you could never count a good fight out like Usyk, who's fought so many good guys when he was an amateur and as a professional. So he has a lot of experience, but you can't count him out.
Nah, he's definitely very technical. I mean, you dealt with a guy coming from the cruiserweight, Evander. When you were training, you had time with Evander. Was that about what time was that? Was that I don't remember exactly, but because I know he came from cruiser and then he went to the heavyweight.
Yeah, he when he first when he first turned pro, I think his first fight was like a light heavyweight, a couple fights at light heavyweight. Then he went up to cruiserweight, and he won the cruiserweight title. I think in his seventh or eighth fight. So
And like because you know how the transition. I mean, is it? I mean, what do you know about that transition from cruiserweight to heavyweight? Is there something that you would think the cruiserweight would look for to know that it's time to go to the heavyweight, or is it like it's just taking
well,
a chance?
it's no, it's just the weight. The weight. These guys. Usyk was a cruiserweight since the amateur. I mean, since the Olympic days, man. He's been a cruiserweight for a long time, and I'm sure as you get older, your body start retaining everything, and it's hard to lose that weight. So it was about time he moved up to heavyweight. I mean, you got to listen to your body, and I'm sure he's not a small guy. It's not like he's a small guy. He got good height on him also. So, but I think the fact of the matter is that he had to go up to heavyweight, and especially now because there's not too many known cruiserweights out there, and these guys want to make money, so the heavyweight division is it.
Yeah, yeah, it definitely is. I know that when he fought Chaz, he had fought like his test. Like when he first jumped in, he fought like a Chaz Witherspoon, I believe his name was, and he didn't look. I guess it was maybe his first time, so he looked kind of unsure. But then he got in there with Chisora,
Yeah,
Yeah, Derek Chisora. He fought. That fight was kind of competitive, to the for the most part. I mean, now it's like he's in with like a super heavyweight. Now that's it's to me. I think. What do you think about?
well, I think the weight matters.
Mhm.
Look, you know that's why you fight guys like that. They tough. It's gonna be hard to knock them out. You
Mhm.
don't just fight. He had to fight guys that was ranked ranked pretty high, top 15 in the world. Otherwise, because he's on the fast track to try to become heavyweight champion. So when he fought Chiroza, you know he you know he wasn't used to that weight, and sometimes that's styles make fights also. But look, he's a good fighter. He's an experienced fighter, and I think you can't count Usyk out in a Joshua fight because of all the experience he has.
Yeah. To me, he seems like a bigger version of like what's his name? Lomachenko. I mean, I don't know. Those guys are similar, same background, same from the
Yeah,
same country. Yeah. It's gonna be tricky for Joshua.
yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's not gonna be an easy fight for Joshua. He gonna make Joshua do some things that he's never done before. Remember, Usyk is not a big heavyweight, so he probably got a lot of speed with him. I don't know what the foot movement is going to be like or the head movement. But they're probably going to do some things that Joshua haven't seen in a very long time. not these slow, prodding heavyweights. So that's going to stand right in front of you. I'm sure they're going to give him a lot of angles, and and that can get Joshua trouble.
Like, what the main thing you would tell him when dealing with a guy like Usyk? What would be your main piece of advice?
Well, he got to show his strength. He got to show his strength. Show him that that he's in a different level now. That he's not fighting these slow cruiserweights. He's not fighting these prod and heavyweights. Joshua has to show put his will on him, and hit him early to let him know that he's in for a real fight, and that this ain't the cruiserweight division. That it don't matter what he's with the big boys now. Joshua has to impose his will on him. That's the only way I think you welcome guy to the super heavyweight division.